Howdy, welcome back. I am really excited to be doing this video tonight. I don't know if anybody's heard of a company called Lethal Cosmetics. That's what we're going to look at tonight. But first, if this is your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit like. If this is not your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit subscribe, then like, either or, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just remember, the more people that either like or subscribe, the more often I do get to talk to people about makeup, and that is something I really do enjoy. Most of the people in my life are men. They don't want to talk about it with me. They will talk about soap, yard work, not makeup. Okay, now I had never heard of this company until I was watching a video by a YouTuber called Teresa is Dead. Okay, she's hilarious. If you've never heard of her, go take a look. You're gonna love it. She's a little profanity laden, but it's awesome, okay? But she brought up this company, and I'm like, I've never heard of that, and I am, like, my family tends to buy German anything, just because we used to live there, and it's a quality we do appreciate. Lethal Cosmetics is a German company that deals in makeup. I believe they're vegan and cruelty-free, and like we're talking bunnies and all. But it lets you design your own palette. You can either pick one of their pre-done palettes, or you can design your own. And in this case, I designed my own. I was so freaking excited. I was like, oh my God, I've never gotten to do that before. So that's literally what I did. And then the eyeshadows actually come in these little envelopes because these are magnetic. They go in there with a magnet. Let me see if I can get one to come out, because I'm not very good at getting these to manipulate out once I've got them in. Let's see if I can get it to pop out. If you guys have never heard of them, look them up. See? Yeah. And this color's called Midway. But they're just like little magnets, and you can make your own palette. They've got multiple size palettes. You can buy these colors individually. You don't have to make it as a palette. It's actually a really awesome company. And here's one for you. Between ordering this and receiving it in the mail, even though it's Germany, even though we're talking an entire ocean, and some of the other companies I deal with, like Charlotte Tilbury, this literally took a week to get this, and I put in another order after I got this because I was like, oh my God, I love this. The second order took 4 days from Germany to the Great Lakes region. Every time I order Charlotte Tilbury, that crap takes a week and a half. And that's even with the 2 to 3 day shipping time. Bogus. Just amazing. Now let's look at the shadows. Let's look at the actual shadows. Like, I was so excited to design this palette myself. I know this does not seem like the palette I usually show, but I was like, ooh, I don't usually have anything in those colors. They have all kinds of finishes, and this stuff is so soft. It is very pigmented. Oh wait, that was the same finger, never mind. Try this again. Brown. Different shade of brown. Let's give you that one. Let's take a look, see at that one. Like, these are so soft and so pigmented, and they have so many options. You can design it as like a quad, you can design it as a 9-pan, you can design it like mine, which is a 12-pan. You can buy them individually, it's up to you, and they do have a really good lifespan on them. It's either, I think it's like 18 months or 2 years, I'm not sure. But this, I was way more excited than I should have been when the mailman came. Like, I tore into this like a 5-year-old at Christmas time. We're gonna try out something with this, see how we can make it look. I am super duper excited to do this, and we're gonna try 2 different looks between the eyes. We're just gonna give a look-see. Now, like I said, if you guys have never heard of this company, hop on over, look them up, either on Instagram. Look at how pigmented this is, and it is so soft. Now, I'm not gonna lie, ordering this palette cost me like 60 bucks. But that is, say, compared to Charlotte Tilbury's quads, which are 52, and Tom Ford's, which are 88 if you're buying them through Tom Ford or any of their sites. Pat McGrath stuff, like a 6-pan palette, 70 bucks almost. So actually, ounce per ounce, I think we're coming out pretty good with this company. And the quality is just friggin' amazing. Like, it's gorgeous. I'm not usually one that's gonna order just because somebody says, oh my God, it's good, but the demo Teresa's dad gave was just like, holy crap, I have got to try that. I will demo the other one I ordered, and I'll actually make a comparison video because they did a 90s themed one. And as we know, I am a child of the 90s. So let's see how this comes out. Like, actually, I was born in the 80s. A lot of my childhood was spent in the 90s. Like, I was the grungy girl. I was a big believer in flannel, plaid, worn clothing, you name it. Okay. Okay, this looks a lot more blended in the mirror than it does for you guys. Let's see if we can blend it a little bit better. And as you will notice on the cheek, there's not really any fallout. Like, this is something we're gonna have to move lighting on when I'm done, so you can see a little bit better representation, because the lighting right here is not necessarily the most flattering, or like, it looks amazing in this hand mirror down here. Okay, so let's try the red with that color. Let's see what we can come out with. There is another palette that I am trying to design with them. Well, it lets you design your own with the colors, but some of the colors I keep trying to add are out of stock. They've been out of stock for a while, and it's not their fault. Like, they just had their sale. So, like, I'm not upset at that, because this is really good. Like, I was stunned how good this was, and the fact that I had never heard of them. Like, usually when you're thinking European good makeup, you're thinking Charlotte Tilbury, you're thinking Pat McGrath. I was a little surprised that there was something like this that I had never heard of. And I am so friggin' excited by this. So you can see the color payoff. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go into this color, see what we can do with this. Okay. See, blend that out a little bit, throw a little gray in the crease seam. Like, they've got mattes, they've got shimmers, they've got they've got like all of the finishes. They've got duochromes, they've got you name it. And I was like, oh my God. I should not have been nearly as excited as I was. I felt like a dog that was ready to puddle. Okay, my blending game is not the greatest tonight. I'm trying, but God help me, I am exhausted today. I have had issues with my back lately. It's just been cramping up. I have scoliosis, in case you guys aren't aware. And it can cause a lot of discomfort. And sometimes it causes back spasms and stuff that you just can't, it just wears you out by the time it's done. I'd love to be able to afford a little bit nicer brushes, but at the same time, all brushes eventually die. I don't see paying a lot of money for something that's only got like a 2-year lifespan. Okay, let's stand up. Let's take a look-see. My swatches. This is a little bit more accurate. This is literally what my face looks like in the mirror right here. It's just a matter of the lighting. But look at that. Oh my goodness, these colors are so friggin' vibrant. I'm loving this company, okay? I've only dealt with them like twice and now I'm in love. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be trying to order the rest of my custom palettes as the colors come into stock. But as it stands right now, I am just so excited by this one. Like I don't even, if I left a puddle of wee, I would not be shocked. Okay, I'm that kind of excited. Let's swatch a couple more colors for y'all. And see, those are the ones I have on. So let's swatch this blue, in case you're curious. And this teal, in case you're curious. Maybe the gray, in case you're curious. And this weird mustard color. So one thing that is a drawback to powder shadows, I will admit, is how they just go everywhere. That's the blue. That is literally a sky blue. That's the teal, the gray, and then the red. Look at that. That is awesome. That's gorgeous. Yes, I picked the colors out myself. So proud of me. Okay, guys, has anybody else ever heard of Lethal Cosmetics? I had never heard of it until I stumbled across that video by Teresa Is Dead. Seriously though, if you've never watched her, go take a look-see. She is awesome. A lot of humor in it, but this is an amazing company, and I got interested in her when I started looking up, like you saw my Melt Cosmetics issues where the smoke session one just, I had stumbled across her because I was looking to see if anybody else had the same problem with Melt Cosmetics, and she was a big one that she did like 2 different palettes with them and had the exact same problem. So I was like, okay, I'm not alone. And then I heard her comment on Lethal Cosmetics. I'm like, who, what? So I am super psyched. I'm gonna see how many ways I can make this work. Like this personally picked palette. And I want you guys to let me know what you think. If you've tried Lethal Cosmetics, if you'd be interested in trying Lethal Cosmetics. I can't be the only one who's excited by the idea of magnet ones. Like, I know that sounds like a 12-year-old, but the idea of designing my own anything was just so fun. Like, and they have a super outgoing Instagram team. They do ones where you can get a hold of them and they will do looks. They will give you previews of different shadows. Like, they are awesome, 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 awesome. Feel free to hop on over to Instagram and look them up. Or Google them on YouTube, whatever. Okay, guys, thanks for giving me your time tonight. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I do answer comments. And I am curious to know what you guys think of this brand. Also, remember, be safe. Social distancing. 6 feet, people. Wash your hands. Wear your mask where you need to. And remember, be nice to your essential employees. We are trying, although we are definitely starting to see people getting sick. I think at my place of employment alone, I've heard of 5 people in the last week that will now be out for the next 2 to however long until they can get past the COVID, because they did acquire it while at work. Or, well, their day-to-day lives, which, let's face it, for most of us is still work. Like, it's not work's fault. It was bound to spread, especially through the essential population first. It's just somewhat scary, especially because I know at least one of them is an asthmatic, and I'm really worried about her. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Be safe, guys. Thanks.